Hi guys, it's me and Angellighttarot23. Love you, my spirit talker. Oh, there it is. Some people are so confused. You're confusing me and giving me a headache. I can't stand it. I'm like, how do you guys get this far into the distorted realities in which you guys are entangling everybody up in? Like, they go way too far off nothing. I think way too much. I think too much, well, in a different way. Different reasons. I'm trying to make, like, spiritual breakthroughs and stuff when it comes to, like, metaphysics and reading the signs from the universe, and we're, like, clearing away karma and breaking curses and putting people with bad intentions in their places at the end of the day, because things are out of hand. It shouldn't be difficult when it comes to certain things. Like getting people to hear you out. When you say, can you be more helpful instead of hurtful? They say, oh yeah, I will. But then 5 minutes later, damn it. There are some people who have thrown water on the floor in front of me in places that I'm working. It's a lot of little bullshit that they do. They do it on purpose. However, it's all the little bullshit adding up, and then really getting to somebody. And it's like, why are they doing this? Why are they doing that? And they point fingers at you, asking you questions. You're like, I don't even know. But now you're involved, and you're like, there is something going on here, but they're saying there's nothing going on here. But major headaches. This is why, at one point in my journey, Alice, I couldn't understand what the fuck was going on, because I was reading things in my cards, and then going out there, seeing things, then asking a few questions. I always have pure intentions. I just want to get to the bottom of things, the problems I'm seeing personally, so we can move forward. I don't mean just like me and like a few other people. This is major. I'm talking about people all over the world. When I began this, I was frustrated at the fact they keep repeating cycles. Like, I'm seeing history repeating itself over and over, but it's like, I see history repeating itself, like history, but like, I'm seeing the smaller cycles. And it tends to be connected to politics. It's a good versus evil battle, from what I have gathered myself.
Hand.
My hand.
Compassion.
A lot of people have different ideas of hand. I realized down here. To me, the hand, Archangel Michael, is the right hand of God. That's why we call upon Archangel Michael to protect us and defend us. And then on the left side, there's the keepers of the Akashic records and other angels. I'm not sure exactly. I think at one point in time it was Lucifer. However, he fell. And now, I believe the left hand is Archangel Metatron. I can't find any physical details online or anything, but from what I've been told by the spirits, and I followed the signs, I checked if maybe I was wrong here, maybe I was wrong there, but it seems to be pretty solid to me that it's Archangel Metatron.
Abundance.
So I began my journey with everything, learning about the archangels. I got a deck from Bradley Valentine. He makes tarot decks, and I was seeing the signs and stuff, and decided I needed more clarity because I felt like people were acting strange. The more aware I became. When they speak about being awakened, it's things becoming apparent to you. So, it's to do with your awareness.
Concentrate.
Yeah, I ain't making it hard to concentrate today. Somebody did a fucking spell or something. I swear to God. These fucking Hogwarts students. They do a little fucking spell, and then they try to get you fished in to a situation to where their spell might work. Today, I got pulled into HR and asked about some things. They tried to accuse me of doing something I didn't do. And I told them that I didn't do that shit. And you'll have to go recheck the cameras. Seems like the temporary people at my job they're always playing games, it seems. And it's like childish plays. Things that, you know, if you really care about doing the work right, you do the work right. Like, when I had spoke to the temporary person that was working,
Black Death.
there was a tray stand with a tray upside down, and then another one on top of it, like the right way. So it could just like slide off. And I was like, why the fuck are they doing this shit? I asked her, I didn't say that out loud. I said to her, why is this like this? And she said, I don't know, bitch. Answer your own question. And I was like, what? There was a bunch of like guests around. And I've been written up before for saying bitch one time. And they twisted the story then too. I told them I didn't even want any trouble, and then they said something else, and I said, bitch, I got written up for it. I said, oh.
The rumors are true.
A little bait out there. And then you're like, wait, hey, what the? Whatever the bait is. You're like a little fish, you know, you're a big fish. They throw a little fish out there. And you're like, oh, a little fish. And they're trying to catch you up because they think you have bad intentions as a big fish, but big fish gotta eat. I feel like these little teeny fish are partnered up with some like sharks who really want to eat the bigger fish, but them sharks need to watch their motherfucking diet.
Universe.
Well, having them fish and friends, not food. They're all about Nemo, finding Nemo 1 second, and then the next minute they're not. I don't know what's up with that. Little letting you guys know how it really is out there. It really seems like people are confused about how to feel about things, this and that. They want that way. So, you know, the longer and longer I was watching this, I've been doing this for like 5 years. And paying attention to the collective energy and what the problems are, which are our main issues that we're dealing with as a whole.
Settlement.
And, like, nobody can tell me I am not seeing what I'm seeing. Just like when a detective does their detective work and they, ask a bunch of questions. They got their fucking pictures up on the wall. They got the little string to connect their dots and shit. And then they go out there and they go find their suspects, and their suspects ain't gonna tell them shit because they got all this evidence, right? So it's kind of the same. I keep up with the keepers of the Akashic Records. This is where it becomes a spiritual battle. I'm highly respected by God. I can make divine judgment calls and not get my fucking ass handed to me by God. Because he fucking will if I don't. They don't need to come check and make sure God's checking me appropriately. That's what they're fucking doing.
Scottish.
Alright. For our collective reading. You guys hear the cricket get loud? Crickets are loud as shit all of a sudden. The animals definitely listen. Earlier today, I was having a margarita on the porch at a restaurant by myself, and I was just a little sad, but then this little
boy around you
just flew down. He was looking at me. He was just like, and that made me smile. It's the little things in life. Why did that bird come fly to me and he was looking at me and nobody else? There was a bunch of people on the porch. And then he just hopping around on the ground, like around my table. He reminded me of my bird I used to have. Goldie. I had a parakeet and he was gold. Well, not gold, he was yellow, but I named him Goldie. And one day he flew out the window.
Participate.
Yeah, I was sad when Goldie flew away, but Goldie came and talked to me on here and let me know he died. He just shows up and he says, I died. But I just happened to wear yellow today.
Under the ground.
I'm not thinking about my little bird. Alright. Moving to common waters. The Hierophant. The Hierophant. I feel like people aren't taking the Hierophant serious enough. Maybe. I'll give people the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they're dealing with some Hierophants who need their asses kicked. Because they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Because they didn't go talk to the spirits and fucking figure it the fuck out like I did. We have a King of Wands. And Page of Pentacles. That's a good point being delivered.
It's me.
That's it. It's good points. When somebody feels like they have a good case built up against you, and then they go in and then you just have a really good point that really just destroys their whole case they got built up against you, yet you feel like this. We have walking away from illusions. A lot of communication. Divine truth. Somebody's very hesitant in delivering what the truth really is. And that's appalling. When you've been wondering and asking questions yourself, and you've been going around in circles
Love.
with people, and then they just hesitate to deliver the truth when we finally get to it. That is suspicious. And makes me feel like I need to do something. You know? It's just it's a jumble of things. Emotions and thoughts.
Oppression.
It takes time to really understand, even though it gives you a fucking headache, but you feel like your life is in danger if you don't fucking figure out what the fuck people are doing, actually. Because they are reckless. I feel like when I got pulled in to the HR office today, whoever says and does what they do to get us pulled into these places we don't want to be in, like in the HR office or in getting pulled over on the side of the road, they want you to get too frustrated. They want you to blow like your whole life. Blow your good reputation, blow your record. They just want you to blow anything they can get you to blow. And people out there, and then there's people walking up, and they're like, "Oh, I thought they had a cocaine addiction." Like, blow.
Sandra.
I don't fucking know, man. So, somebody has to take charge of this shit. Because there's clearly something going on, but everybody is stuck on saying, there's nothing going on. I'm just going to keep pretending nothing's wrong.
Clark.
No. We have 999. End of the fight. Yes, end of the fight. Because we're not going to fucking play pretend while we're coming down hard on people for lack of professionalism. Creating a lot of verbal disputes. Some low-life trashy people. You know what? If somebody has a fucking good idea for you, think about it. Like, ahead. If I do this, what might happen? And then you may, like, just say no right off the bat. And then if you can overcome your own objections, then you'll see that you're just me to
Never.
close off. So that's something we don't want to do. We don't want to be too closed off. Balance. Like, people are like scared to talk to certain people in leader positions because they feel like there's some dirty goal they have to, ruin everything, ruin their everything. Sounds typical and whatnot, but when everybody's saying that, is it? Just like, it gives me that feeling when I was watching the news a while ago, and they said that
I will flash the lights.
over 70% of Americans are on some kind of anxiety medication. I was like, 70? So only 30% of people in America can get through their day without some kind of fucking meds? What the fuck is wrong with people? There isn't anything wrong with people. It's the way we have shit set up. You hear them crickets? After I say shit like that, nobody has shit to say. You know, when you're playing Monopoly and then you switch up the rules a little bit, and instead of paying the money back to the bank, you just put the money in the free parking. So then when somebody does hit the free parking, it's like, yeah, I won the lottery. Monopoly's no fun unless you do that.
Punishment.
And they don't want to do that. So either we need some kind of compromise out here. That's the problem with these low life trash people. They're stuck playing Monopoly. And their points fall out. Where some people's points don't. Their points are flimsy. You don't want to be flimsy in certain places.
Tranquility.
Groundedness. Eyes for another. A dad. Just follow your own intuition. Making an arrest. Somebody saying, I'm going to kill myself.
I know you.
They have stopped. You may be running from the truth. This may be truth. Show up. 45 to 55.
Brazen bull.
Mars brings energy of strong willpower and determination, brings sexual energy and drive to feel more desire. There's something about Mars. Maybe that's what they fucking did. They did a spell in my scenario to where I got pulled into the HR office today on some bullshit. Even they felt like this was bullshit. They're like, why are we all doing this? Anyways, there's some fucking witch out there whose magic doesn't fucking work on me that well. If it doesn't harm me, it'll work. I only allow magic that makes me more beautiful,
Shadow.
sharper, or healing.
Demise.
So anyway, if somebody wants to get somebody's passions fired up with Mars energy. So they do a spell to work at the perfect time while you're in the office, or you're getting pulled over, or you're going somewhere important to where you don't want to mess up with whoever's talking to you. You know? Anyway. We got King of Cups, Knight of Swords. This King of Cups is in his heart space, taking action based off what he knows to be the truth. We have Knight of Pentacles. Looking to give someone a gift. Because it helped lead them to victory.
Johnson.
We have Six of Cups. Something to do with children. Some things that were done in the past. I don't get to talk to my children. Nobody even, took my rights away or anything. My ex, who has them in his possession, got a no contact order on me.
Bench.
And it's a pinch. I Monopoly. It's a small town. They're picking his side. There's one or two family lawyers, and he
Howdy.
snagged one already, and they're talking conflicts. I can't even get a lawyer. I won't even allow me to have any money, so I can't do anything about this. My kids are literally growing up without their mom. For the last 4 years. They act like I'm a fucking monster and there's something wrong with me. But that's not the case. So that's important. If you're in a position like mine, to where you're not the things people have said you are, they built up a distorted reality so they could have power over you, and people are believing that puts you in a very, very tough place. And it's very hard to get people to freaking understand why you're in the tough place you're in. Like you fucking asked for some fucking problems from a motherfucker. Dude, my kid's dad, straight up, he's a fucking narcissist. Straight up, he thinks he's fucking the best at everything. I beat him one time in hockey. We're playing on the Xbox, and I won. And he said, "No, you didn't." I literally won. And he said, if this didn't happen and that didn't happen, like I wouldn't know what. Like some unfair shit happened to him and it's a fluke. Yeah. It was always like that. We grew up together, basically. The only place he belongs is right here. Like, he knows it. We have Ace of Wands, creative messages being delivered. Forward movement. We got Judgment. Strength.
Good.
Like, why do they expect people to need to be so strong for these judgment calls they're making? It's seemingly rigged. You know? Like a controlled situation. Why are we testing each other's limits? Does it make sense to test each other's limits for whatever it is that we're doing? We're not doing anything. We got the Hermit. It's all, I swear to God,
We hear you.
it's all about whatever people are telling each other. Just to get through the moment and on to the next one. People that you have your little conversations with, when you walk away from them, they turn and go talk to who knows about what. And then they build whoever they're friends with over here. They're building up their own idea of what they think things are like for you over there. People talk about other people way too much and not just focus on their own shit. But if something's bothering you in your space, in your lane, doing your thing, like sometimes the universe literally will like send an issue your way because you got the fix. Okay? So where was I going with that point? I got a headache. I got a headache with thinking of it so deeply because these people make me have to think so like I gotta cover my ass in everything. I gotta cover this whole lesson, every area of it, and not allow anybody to think for themselves because if they do, if they even think
I've
for
been here
themselves a
200
little
years.
bit, it's gonna get fucked up. Whatever, that's way too much. That's way too much on me. That's not my job, really. Let's move on now. All right, we got the hermit mode. Going within, meditating, thinking. Sometimes when you're thinking about something,
Others.
whatever feeling, not sometimes, all the time, but when you are feeling a certain type of way, affect what you're like thinking about. You know what I'm saying? If you're feeling love, if you're feeling stressed, if you're feeling guilty, it forces you into hermit mode to think about, you know, the differences. You take notice when your feelings are changing. You know, we have a neutral mood most of the time. But then your mood will just get off. That is the universe telling you something. It's natural. We can't just throw meds at people because natural order for humans. You know, what's
Do you have questions?
normal for humans? This is concerning to me that 70% of Americans are taking anxiety medication when they could go do other things like find a natural remedies.
You are imaginative.
And then when I say that, when I express they could do this instead or that, there are certain groups of people who start attacking me. And it tends to be doctors and therapists and hospital people. That's frustrating as fuck. Why is it like this everywhere?
I like the forest.
You got Gemini and a Scorpio. And somebody may be ill soon, sickness, because somebody was plotting to kill you. Because somebody's happy with you. Whenever they think of you, they smile. And someone hurt during a physical fight. Somebody got hit. Maybe they feel like their hearts will get hit, but I don't think so, because this says physical fight. They're trying to create physical altercations out there, and then the physical altercations happen, and then what do you guys think they say after that? See, I told you so. I was betting that there would be some kind of physical altercation after we pushed this guy's buttons, turned the dials over there, flipped this over, and then
Liam.
The people who are getting in the physical altercations are like, guy, I don't even want to fight you. And then all of a sudden they're fighting because the fight happened. It's too far. They reach the point of no return. Then, and then whoever, one of the guys gets his nose broke and he's bleeding all over, and his fucking lady runs up and she's like, see, that guy's a crazy fuck. And even the husband who got his freaking nose broke is like, bitch, he said he didn't want to fight with me. Now I'm going to jail. Blah, blah, blah. Swear to God, they all band together. A lot of women.
Anyone.
The guys, there's a part of the cycle where I see guys versus girls. And I feel like it's guy code and then girl code, which I don't keep up with either one. I just keep up
You
with
are heard.
reality. Anyway, when it was
Emergency.
almost every time it's girls versus boys, brotherhood versus sisterhood. The sisters leave me out and leave me stranded and alone, feeling like it, seemingly alone and thrown out because I have good ideas like some men have. And that's how I end up in the brotherhood all the time. And then people are like, are you transgender? Like randomly. Randomly, they'll just message me and ask me shit like that. I'm like, no. Fishing for drama. That's all we do. Some of them, whoever, there's so many different groups of people out there doing something different because it's what this
Betsy.
is passionate to them. Um, yeah.
Grandfather.
So you gotta check what people are about and what they may be passionate about. I feel like people are totally misjudging people. It's like, did you even look at them? And that's also appalling to me because they aren't looking into things that are important. Like they're acting like it, they want to crack down on shit, but they're not going to crack down appropriately. Something wrong there. Seems corrupt. It really does feel like a battle for power and control. All little things are adding up.
Circle.
And we're getting to the roots of what is really going on. What the problem that we are looking at is like a tree above the surface. Like we see it. But where did this tree stem from? Who planted it? Why did they pick this location?
Please run now.
All that. Love and passion. Somebody makes somebody else feel like they want to sing. We have Venus, brings energy of strong connection and union, connected to love and beauty, may give you an urge to want to change your style. We got hug.
Earth.
Dark energy. God said, drop dead. Sometimes you just don't want a hug from certain people.
It's not just me here.
kind of like seeing that.
Kevin.
That was like coming through me just a few minutes ago. Hands to face, stressed out, worried, anxious. My old bestie. He was always fake. We're the ones. Illusions. King of Wands. The Stone. Ten of Swords.
Evelyn.
I think we found out. Some people from our past who we called friends at one point are still pretending to be our friends, even though we don't talk to them at all. What are they hanging on to?
Vernon.
Trickery acts. They're holding on to their truth. They don't want that shit out there, but it already is. We're seeing, right? Like, we're seeing the truth of things. However,
Liam.
in order to, like, get people arrested and figure out what to do about whatever happened when. God, my fucking head hurts from doing all the thinking I gotta fucking do. It's crazy. Keepers of the Akashic Records, please help me. Okay, the Keepers of the Akashic Records are gonna help.
Toys.
Because the things that we are dealing with are hard for human brains to deal with. So we are gonna have to elevate our minds.
Go fuck yourself.
In order to overcome what it is we must overcome. It's the age of Aquarius. I have not been told where the universe is guiding me with all this. You know, my path that I'm on every day. The universe wants to leave me to enjoy my present time. But at some point, somebody did some disturbing things, and it's hard for a lot of people right now. Like,
Justice.
I can't even find like any more words to put with that. It's just the truth. seeing that we are
We're enjoying
our
this.
own problem when we don't allow ourselves to be open-minded. When we don't listen to our gut feeling, like maybe this person has ill intentions for me, or overall, like in general. I like people to be able to go at their own pace with things.
Can you find my grave?
Just in order to get you to rush along with this and that, they just give you no choice, really. Like pushing. So yeah, that's major piece to what's going on when it comes to the age
Kindness.
of Aquarius. Is in order to see a future, like we see in movies and stuff, we literally have to elevate our minds. We keep stopping ourselves where we cap ourselves. We tell ourselves we can't when we can. However, it's just some stupid rule or regulation or concern that gets in the way. So it's more like you can, but you may not.
Sit and listen.
Why may they not be able to do this and that?
Help me.
That's somebody's questions now. They might not be able to do that if I get this plan to work out and destroy their every whole being, and then I come in.
Excellent.
Wowza. Alright, I'm ending this here. I just can't even think. The freaking energy is all over the place. It's so heavy. I got a fucking headache. I can't even, like, think. Like, I can't finish my thoughts like I usually can. Like, things are so complex and deep that even I'm having a hard time explaining. And that's hard. It's hard to do. I'm very good at doing this.
Agitated.
Alright. Good night, guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the video. And, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already.